Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Cousin Discussion with Bobby and Nina. I'm Bobby,
And I'm Nina.
and welcome to the show.
Welcome back for another episode.
Welcome back, and apologies for the issues of last weekend with the video not recording.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll happen.
Yeah, it was really weird. I was getting ready to edit the episode, and I was thinking, this file looks kind of small because all
Oh,
the other ones
really?
are 150,000 whatever, and this one
Yeah.
was, I feel like, 1,000 or 10,000 or something
Mm,
really low. And I was just thinking, oh no, something's wrong here. At least it still captured the audio, but
yeah.
I was just uh, it,
Well,
and then it wasn't. I was thinking, okay, then let me just edit this on my laptop, which I normally have been doing it on the desktop, but I used to edit on the laptop.
mhm.
But it wasn't exporting.
Mm.
So I had to update everything on the laptop, and I was just thinking, this episode is cursed.
Oh, that's
So
all right. It's
yeah,
it's OBS.
it's OBS. That's the thing that we use to capture everything. So I guess it
Yeah.
glitched out, but
It's
it
okay.
happens, and at least we
Yeah.
still got something up.
Yeah. I appreciate you editing it and everything.
Thank you very much. I don't
You do a good
mind.
job. You do a good job.
No, it's nice. It's a nice way to kind of break up. Like, I don't mind sitting and listening to us,
Hmm.
especially when the stuff is, a week old. I
Yeah.
I forget. Oh, I said that.
I know. Yeah, I forget too.
So, well, happy
Yeah.
Saturday, everyone.
Yeah, happy Saturday. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for listening. How are
Thank you
you
for
doing?
listening. I'm doing good. I got a haircut this morning. I've been really good about scheduling those first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
So I already got a haircut. I went to the bank, um, made myself a breakfast burrito when I got home, which you saw me
nice.
eating before we
Y-
hopped on. And that's it. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I actually woke up pretty early this morning. I love how that happens on the weekends when you don't have to wake up early. I woke up at like 6:30. I kept waking up throughout the night though.
Yeah.
And then I just got up, got coffee, and then just started cleaning and organizing and getting ready for the pod, and ate something because I've been drinking a lot of coffee, so I,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be all shaky during this.
I
So,
get brain fog,
mm,
and
if you don't
I'm
eat,
noticing that's a thing. Like, if I'm not eating
yeah,
and it's noon, I haven't eaten anything, and I drink a whole Yeti of coffee,
yeah,
I'm just like spacey.
yeah,
Do you
your
get
body
that?
eat. Yeah, I get that a lot.
It's kind of a weird, like, why can't I focus type of a thing.
Yeah, it's like when you're groggy in the morning and you keep bumping into stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I've been better about eating in the morning too. I've been
Yeah.
having oatmeal,
Hmm.
which is
Well, that's
a
good.
good digestion thing.
Yeah.
So
I should probably eat more in the morning. I just have like a banana and
that's
coffee.
something.
Yeah.
Because I just think about it where coffee's so acidic and dehydrating. Sometimes I
Mhm.
think, is this just eating up my stomach lining?
Sure. At some point, yeah.
Right? Like how you're supposed to eat when you take Advil or whatever.
Hmm.
I feel like you need to have something in your stomach for coffee sometimes.
Yeah. And I know you and I just don't have one cup of coffee, you
No.
know? So, yeah, we need something in our stomachs as well as water.
Um, my friend always says, hydrate before you caffeinate,
Mm,
and that really stuck with me.
that's a good rule.
Yeah, I always have my tank.
Yeah, same. My tank.
I like yours. Yours is larger. Your
Thanks.
Yeti.
I got the half-gallon one because I forget how many ounces the other one was, but I would just go through it so fast.
That's how that hydro flask is that I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit smaller than this Yeti that I have, which I don't know what size this is for
Yeah,
anyone who's listening, but
that's a good size.
it's enough to hold in one hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the hydro flask when I lost this, and
Mm-hmm.
it just I can really burn through that fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink. Um, so it is Saturday, everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and
Saturday morning.
have you been doing anything lately as far as watching stuff or?
As far as watching stuff, yeah, I have been watching couple things. I started it's called Cunk on Earth, Cunk.
Cunk?
Um yeah, it's this first it's her name. Her name's Philomena Cunk. It's like this British mockumentary, deadpan, like really funny
You're good
show.
with British comedy.
I love it. It's so funny. I don't know why, because it's just so silly and stupid.
I feel like I'm always like, do I laugh here? I'm so I have an interesting sense of comedy where like Best in Show, I can watch that and I know when to laugh. But sometimes
Hmm.
with certain things, I just need a Scooby Doo like laugh track. Like
Yeah.
tell me when to laugh. So what's it about?
It's this woman who does a mockumentary on um she's she's not a historian, but she's like a host of like a history show,
Uh-huh.
and she just gets things wrong and says and is just like really ignorant and funny about the things that she's talking about, and it's going through like the whole history of time and um like philosophy and painting and stuff like that. But it's easy to watch because it's only like 30 minutes per episode. It's funny and it's not like it's not serious. Um, so I think I found that at a good time because I don't really I'm not really besides this one show, like I'm not really into I don't have like anything uh like the mental capacity to deal with like a crazy show right now.
Yeah.
But I've also been watching The Last of Us on HBO.
Okay. That's okay. So I actually had a question for you about that because I'm getting confused. That one's a video game.
It's a video game.
And you played that. Is that what you streamed?
I don't know if I streamed that. I might
What's
have.
what's the one that you streamed where it was the two brothers and the one had
Oh,
superpowers?
that was Life is Strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that one that you streamed with the two brothers was a sequel? Or was that
Mm, no, it's not a sequel. It's just a um it wasn't a sequel. It's just a different game, but same title and everything. Like it's a different chapter, I guess.
okay.
Of yeah,
And you had streamed the first one,
the
right?
first
Or
Life is
played
Strange.
it? Yeah.
I've played the first Life is Strange, but I only streamed the second Life is
Okay.
Strange. I think I might have done the third one,
Life
but
is
the third one
strange.
is not great.
Life is strange. And then what's the one? This is us.
The Last of
The
Us.
Last of Us.
Hmm.
And that one was a video game. Was it a comic book?
It started off as a video game, and then there are comics about it, and then now there's a TV series on HBO.
And then nothing from Life is Strange.
No, that's different.
Okay.
Completely different, yeah.
Those two things are the same thing in my head.
Is it because of the name?
I think it's the name. It's just a word.
Yeah.
Or like
it's like
just a sentence.
A phrase. Yeah.
And I feel like there's a show called This Is Us.
Yeah, with Mandy Moore.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So you're watching that show.
Yes, I'm watching The Last of Us. It shows every Sunday on HBO. It's so good. Like, they're not disappointing at all with how they're doing this series, as far as like being very they're doing a good job as far as like keeping it intact with like the video game.
Okay.
And yeah, it's very good. It's like a post-apocalyptic zombie kind of theme, but the storytelling is incredible. I think that was probably one of the best stories I've ever like come across in a video game.
Wow.
Yeah. It's one of those things that like when you're done, you kind of have to just sit there and think about it.
Yeah. It
You know
left
what I
an
mean?
impact.
Mm-hmm.
Is that game one of those point and click?
That's Life is Strange.
Okay, here we go again. So The Last of Us, was that like an action?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kind of like a Resident Evil.
Kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You played that?
Yeah, I played the first one. And then
and you didn't get sick.
I did. I had to take breaks. I did.
Was that one of the first games that you got into where you had to take you bought the Dramamine for that?
I think so, yeah.
That was Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, I think playing it so often kind of desensitized me because it wouldn't make me sick anymore.
Maybe because it's dark too.
Maybe, yeah.
You're not focused on so much stuff moving.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's what I've been watching. What about you? Anything new? Are you still watching Daredevil?
I took a break on Daredevil because it was just eating up too much of my time.
Mm-hmm.
My niece is having a birthday party that's Tangled theme.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it my homework to watch that movie.
Cute. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah?
Did you watch it?
I've seen Tangled, yeah.
That one I always mix with the other one, Brave.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I feel like
they've come out at the same time.
And it's both kind of Shrek.
Yeah,
it's
Shrek
like
time.
Renaissance. So medieval.
Same with like Frozen. It's that time period.
And that was a time period where I was really getting the ball rolling with like my jobs and everything. So I was just not here mentally. I was so work. Now I have the time to catch up. So now I'm in what year? 2014. I don't know when that movie came out, but it was cute. Little bit Aladdin. I was catching themes.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, kind of Aladdin. Little bit Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Like I want to be with them. I want to be part of their world. And I was just kind of picking up stuff.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
Good.
I need to rewatch it again because I kept kind of zoning out, but I liked it.
It's because those movies are like kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say you watched it?
I've seen it, yeah. I saw it a long time ago. I didn't It's not like I saw it in theaters or anything, but
I don't know why I like anyone who has a relationship with the mother. Because
the
it just
evil
makes me
mom.
creepy, like feel creepy. Because I just think of like it's like I'm not like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna disobey you, mother. Where it's
Like
kind of
Jason.
yeah, it just makes me think of Jason. Mommy's proud of you. Please come home. Anyway, so I watched that. Um, I also was I don't know if anyone else does this, but I went down this weird path of I need to start watching my DVDs.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, because we did our family book club.
Mhm.
So it was Harry Potter. I have that DVD. I feel like I don't know where it is on streaming. I don't think it's on Disney Plus. And so I thought, okay, I have the DVD. I should just watch it. Then that triggered I should watch all my DVDs. And
Mhm.
then I thought, oh, I need to buy a DVD, portable DVD player, because maybe I don't want to sit on the couch. Then I thought, why do you need to do that? You have an old laptop that has a CD ROM thing. Why don't you just start using that? Found my old laptop. The DVD, I guess the drivers were all out of date or whatever, so it wasn't working. Then I finally was just okay, stop. you're you're making a mess. You're digging everything up out of this room. And so I had to buy a while ago when I first got my new laptop because it doesn't have I don't think any of them have a CD-ROM.
No. Yeah.
Um I got the attachment. So it's a
Mm.
little DVD player, like really thin, and you just USB it. Um so I started using that. I was like, you have a laptop, whatever.
You said you
So
bought the external DVD?
I bought
Okay.
it when I first got my laptop because there were I think this was before I officially signed up for Adobe Creative Cloud.
Mm.
I was just so determined to not. This was like 2015, I think, or 14. I was so determined to not subscribe to that because
Mhm.
I'm like, these are the tools. I can do whatever I want. Like I don't need to update it.
Yeah.
Um, but then of course it hit a point where people were sending me files that I couldn't
Mhm.
open because this was created in a newer version of Adobe.
Mhm.
So, anyway, I had the old Adobe Creative Suite, but the disc. So I had to buy the
Gotcha.
whatever. So, so I've been watching DVDs.
Mhm.
And I had purchased this, The Punisher.
When did that come out?
I feel like it was after one of our episodes where we said, "Oh, there's one on DVD," and this one came out in
It's like in 80s or 90s.
definitely 80s, 89.
Ooh. Have
So
you watched it?
I finally got around to watching it last night, and it's really bad.
Is it bad in a good way, or is it just like this is awful?
Bad in I like the aesthetic
Mm.
just because it's 80s. But this guy, Dolph Lundgren, isn't he from Rocky? I feel
I
like
don't know.
I feel
Is
like
he
he was
the?
the blonde one.
Oh, okay.
I think so. But his portrayal of the Punisher so far, I'm halfway through it, is very bad.
Is it? What kind of um?
The
What kind of?
acting,
Oh, he's just a bad actor.
it's a little bit kind of trying to be Terminator,
Mm.
where he's like doesn't really talk and
Like
they're
GI
scared of him
Joe.
and then it's like where's the bomb?
Oh,
And it's like, huh?
like a robot.
Yeah. Like, where are they meeting them at the dock? And it's like,
No.
no, he's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add it to my collection, but
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Well, you're going through the whole like series of different iterations of the Punisher.
That's true. Oh, now I can complain. I could be like,
Yes.
the
That
Dolph
movie in
Lundgren version
89.
just didn't do it justice.
Yes,
Just the
exactly.
89 spin on it. I could do that now.
Yes.
Getting excited to complain.
You're gonna go to the comic book shop and just
Patiently wait for someone to start a conversation. But it's not going to have anything to do with it, but I'm going to somehow spin it up into talking about
that
Yeah.
1989 Punisher. What's his name? Dolph?
Dolph? Dolph?
Mm.
Dolph?
Lundgren?
Lundgren.
Lundgren. Okay.
Dolph Lundgren?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I've been watching. I don't think I've been watching anything else.
So you watched Harry Potter, the first one?
I haven't watched it yet. I was going to do
okay.
that this weekend.
And you just have the first one on DVD, or do you have all of them?
I think I just have the first one, and I think that it was one of my first DVDs that I owned.
Yeah.
The very first DVD that I bought when I got a PS2 was Beverly Hills Ninja.
Nice.
And then I think a little bit after that was like Harry Potter or something.
Yeah.
Because I only had a small collection of DVDs, I think like 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course it grew, but it was one of the first.
Yeah.
So I didn't throw that one away. But
I always get on a like Harry Potter movie kick.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have all of them?
No, we don't have all of them. I think they're, as far as streaming, it used to be on HBO. I think it's now on Peacock, but I don't have Peacock.
I don't either.
So I don't know.
I read the book.
Yeah, you finished it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. If I read it, I don't know if I've even finished it or if I attempted to read it. I don't know if I finished it, but.
What are your thoughts?
It was really weird. It was like unlocking that era for me, like 6th grade.
Yeah.
But in very weird ways, because I don't think I read the book, or if I did, I don't remember reading it.
Yeah.
But I was even getting like visuals of Yuba City, like middle school. Like I could even imagine like walking around the campus.
Whoa.
Yeah, and even like being in my room at night in the summer with the windows open and it's hot, but it's dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just opening up weird back burner stored memories.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really read the book, so I don't know why it was just bringing me back to that time.
Yeah.
But in reading the book, I kind of remember the movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I want to say a little bit more than a third of the book from the beginning, you don't even get to the school. Like there's so much that happens. I felt like I was almost halfway through it and I'm like, we're not even at the school yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just got on this train.
Yeah.
So it really opens up that whole his life before Hogwarts, which was interesting to see. And then I feel like not until the very last like 40 pages does it start to get into like, all right, we're gonna go get that stone. It's at the very, very, very end. So it's just weird in the way that it's kind of spaced out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I took away from it.
Interesting. Because, yeah, obviously time with a movie is totally, completely different. But you learn about this stone pretty fast in the movie.
Yeah, this one I want to say you're almost to the halfway point of the book and you're not even at the school yet. And then all of a sudden then they spend a lot of time on that whole Quidditch thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh, we're still not looking for that rock yet. And then it's like all the way and then finally at the very very end, it's like the little sliver of the book left. It's we're going to go in that trap door and we're going to do it. I'm like, now? Now you're going to like this book is done. So, but that's what I took away from it was just the amount of time that they built up the story
Mm-hmm.
before getting to the actual conflict.
Yeah,
But I like it.
good. I don't remember. I read it. It's just been,
A while.
yeah, and I started to read it as well, but
Oh yeah, you have that one.
mhm.
Do you think you're going to read it? Or are you not in the Harry Potter phase?
No, I'll read it. I'll finish it. It's not too big. It's an
No,
easy read.
it's really easy to read.
Yeah.
It's for me, I was a little bit intimidated even though it's the smallest book,
Yeah.
but I was just flipping through the pages so fast.
Mhm.
Um yeah, that's all I've been watching. Uh as far as um I don't remember if we brought it up the last episode, but I have kind of locked down the whole planner. I think we
Okay.
were talking about how we want to work on coordinating things and planning.
Mhm.
I've come to the conclusion that a planner, physical or digital, is not for me.
Okay.
I think that it is, I'm open to changing my mind, but at the
Mhm.
moment, I think that it is an added stressor in the stress of coordinating,
Okay.
where it is, I have a bunch of stuff to do and focus on. I don't want to have to worry about funneling it into a planner that I also need to maintain and keep organized.
Mhm.
It's I'm trying to organize this pocket of stuff to do, then I'm trying to organize how to do it.
Mhm.
So what's been working for me is just making little lists of things to do, scheduling things on my calendar, not just a regular calendar, not an app or anything. Regular calendar, to-do lists, and that's it.
Simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
And mostly on my phone. Sometimes I'll
Okay.
have to write something on a piece of paper
Mhm.
just in the moment, but I'll put it on my phone and
Yeah.
that's it. No
Yeah.
apps,
Yeah.
no upgrades, no subscriptions, just
Mhm.
plain.
Mhm.
That's
Are
what's
you
working
still
for me.
using that Suru or what's it?
Suru, yes.
Suru.
Oh yeah, I couldn't
Okay.
show it on I showed it on the last pod, but you couldn't see it. Um I don't know if you can see it here, but it's just
Yeah.
this like app. So this is like my shopping list. Um so if I'm in the house, I'll think, oh, my fabric softener's low or I need more paper towel. I put it on here. And I just once I'm at the store, I'll buy stuff as I see it, but then I'll go off of this list and it'll help me remember things to buy. If I see a recipe that I like online, I'll put the ingredients on here just
Mhm.
so when I'm at the store, I know, okay, I need chives or I need whatever.
Right.
Um,
And so that's all categorized as far as shopping or like to do.
I did shopping. I did, yeah, a to do list. And within the to-do list, I put a daily to-do list, like
Mm,
stretch, make the bed. I know
yeah.
we talked about that here, where it's good to start your day making the bed. Even things that I want to get better at doing, like I put exercise 30 minutes. So just daily things that to remind myself of what I can do, which also links up with our goals of the year. How I said
Mm-hmm.
fitness was one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then daily stuff, like I put haircut,
Yeah.
get a haircut. So I did that today. So now I can just go like this. Wait, I go like this, and then I swipe it.
Easy.
It's easy. So it's done.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, that's good.
I had to just come to the realization that a planning app or organizing thing just wasn't working.
Good. Yeah, I think that's um in a way things that I have come to terms with is just like stop resisting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just do what the simple thing that works for you.
Yes. And sometimes you just got to stop trying the newest trends
Yeah, exactly.
because it's just all influencer marketing.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
I, I saw this thing. It was someone saying, I spend, I'm going to go online and complain about influencers, but then I take a break from my day and do all the things that I bought or with all the things that I bought from my influencer things or whatever.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's a vicious cycle of advertisements. Yeah,
It's just a commercial.
it's just a commercial and feeding it to us in a different kind of way. But
Yes.
that's good that you've got that on lock and that's what's working for you now and you're open to whatever may work for you in the future.
Yeah, should this not serve its purpose at any point and I need something a little bit more hands-on and whatever, then
Yeah,
I'll seek that out. But as of now, this is what's been working and I've been getting stuff done, so
good.
it's
That's
functional.
yeah, good. I haven't gotten a lockdown. I'll be completely honest. Like I've been just this week I've been like running behind. I've been forgetting things.
Mhm.
It's been one of those kinds of weeks for me.
Where you're
So
always catching up.
always catching up, going in circles. Um, but I'm gonna use this weekend as like a serious reset
Good.
of my mind and like the things that I need to do and because during the week, you just get so caught up with everything that it's hard to reset during the week.
Yeah. You qualify your time. I guess you look at your time a different way during the work week where you're
Yeah,
like,
it's
do I
all
want to
centered
do
around
that?
work.
Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, I have this little pocket of time after work. Do I want to do this or do I want to kind of rest up for tomorrow?
Right.
Um, yeah, it's a big mind game as far as just staying on track while also
Mm-hmm.
staying motivated.
Yeah.
But weekends are great for that.
Yeah. And I feel like I used to get frustrated whenever like a week has gone such as this past week, like I would kind of fester in it during the weekend, like, oh God, I was late this week. I can't do it. I need
Oh,
to, you know what I mean? Like I would get down on myself.
you reflect.
I would reflect hard. And now I'm just like, that week's done. It happened.
That's
We're,
interesting.
yeah. Would you ever feel that way?
I don't know if I do. Like would it be I should have done this day? That's why I fell behind? What's something that kind of bleeds into the weekend?
The guilt of not being like on top of my shit, pretty much.
Like
You
on
know what I mean?
your A game.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know if I've reflected. I'm sure I have,
Mhm.
because I'm sure I think what would happen to me, which has happened to me before, is where sometimes I wasn't on my A game, so not a lot of stuff got done that probably could have. Like, I'd get
Mhm.
my stuff done, but sometimes time it out a certain way, and then maybe the weekend will come, and then I'll think, oh God, that means that I have to do even more next week. Let me do a little bit
Mm.
of it this weekend, because I should have gotten further than I did, but something else came up, or
Yeah.
because that happens during the work week. Other work tasks come up and you fall behind on certain things.
Mhm.
Um, that's what has happened on the weekend, where I think, oh God, I don't want to start next week behind again.
Yeah.
So let me catch up.
Mhm.
And then my fester is, well, you should have done that last week,
Mm.
even though I know there isn't time to do it.
Mhm.
So that's kind of where I've fallen into that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it all ends up working out.
It does. It does. There's no need to um get down on yourself for uh whatever may have happened.
Yeah.
I know that I've fallen into that, and working on acknowledging that it happened and just moving on. That's There's nothing you can do about it.
No, and in the
Just
grand scheme of a work week, or a fiscal year, uh,
yeah,
that 1 week isn't,
it means nothing.
yeah, that's just kind of your own saboteur.
It's your saboteur. Yeah, it really is. Also this morning I forgot to mention, I like in me trying to recalibrate my everything, I took my journal out that I haven't that I just kind of started um at the end of last year, and it's so blank right now, and I put a 30-minute timer on my phone and I just started writing, and I haven't done that in months now, and
Wow.
it felt really good to do that.
So you bought this journal last year?
When did I buy this? I got like a whole pack of journals for Christmas like a
Uh-huh.
couple years ago. So I have like a lot that I haven't opened yet. And then I opened this maybe like October or whatever last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to do it every day. But it felt
When
really
was
good.
that?
When did I used to do it every day?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Definitely it started like 2011, 2010,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would
Tumblr.
go Tumblr times, definitely journaling a lot.
Yeah. That was
And
just
then
the tone of that era.
yeah, just writing and reading and all that.
Yeah.
And I definitely did it very frequently 2021. I don't think I did it 2020. I was just you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I'm gonna pick the writing back up again.
Why don't you read us what you wrote this morning? Oh my
No.
God.
We're not gonna be that vulnerable on here.
Oh, guys, she started a journal. Okay, why don't you go ahead and read us a little bit of what you wrote this
Oh
morning?
my god.
Hang on, I'm gonna record. And it's like that automated voice that comes on the Zoom.
Oh my God.
The host has started recording. Nate, go ahead. Oh,
Can I
spotlight.
just turn off?
Your square just goes black. I got in the habit of journaling in the morning. I feel like that was last year. I did it on the computer.
Yeah.
I just sit down and I just type one page, and it was just no story, no narration. Sometimes
Yep.
it was just typing.
Yeah. You have to do that.
Even where it's like, I don't really know what I want to talk about right now, and I'm typing. I don't know what I want to talk about right now, but I just want to let this out. Okay, I'm thinking about this. Da, da, da.
Yeah. Some people have asked me like if I've journaled, and I say yeah, and some people have said like I just don't know what to write about, or I don't know, I feel like I'm a bad writer, and it's like take all that stuff out. If you want to journal. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but just start writing, like whatever. That's how I like to do it. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be a story. It doesn't have to be great.
It doesn't even have to be a log. Like, it doesn't have to be, so yesterday I went to this and there was
Anything.
a crisp breeze in the air, and I could smell the coffee beans being
Right.
roasted. You don't need to JK Rowling.
No. No, you don't. I don't know. I like it. It's cathartic to do.
Cool.
I think I needed that too.
Yeah. Well, it's part of the getting on track in a sense of lightening the load, because you're just getting it out of your ether or whatever. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have the journal?
Yeah, I have it right here. I like these moleskin ones. Yeah. I like the paper.
And they're really sturdy.
Very sturdy. I know they're kind of expensive, but I like them.
You don't use a 5-star spiral bound.
I've tried just regular notebooks, but they're so big. I don't want to be lugging that around. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, that's not quick.
You need a backpack.
5 subjects.
With the folders.
The big rings.
Yes.
Yeah, the folders. Gosh.
I feel like this pod has also turned into a middle school trauma safe space for us to talk about. In middle school, we had so many freaking books because it was the beginning of us having subjects.
That's right.
And multiple classes. And for everyone listening, our middle school did not have any lockers.
No, that's probably why we have bad backs now.
Yes. We had no lockers.
What was it, like 6 or 7 subjects? Each had a giant textbook. You had to carry them.
Ass fucking book.
You had to carry them with you every day.
Yes. And you get in trouble if you didn't have it.
Yeah. Yep. And then
you couldn't keep it in the classroom.
No, you couldn't. Even though we're all reading the same fucking book.
Who's going to steal it?
Who wants to steal?
Who wants this?
This whatever science book or whatever.
You had to.
Who thought that was a good idea? Like, let's give these kids all the books.
We had the big literature English book. We had whatever book we were reading for that class. Like, I don't know where the red fern grows. One of those.
Right.
Then we have our math book. These are big textbooks.
Yeah,
We had our
heavy.
math book. We had our science book. That's already 4 things that you're carrying in your Jansport backpack.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we have? I had Spanish. I had a Spanish book.
I had Spanish like later on.
And then I don't know what other electives there were. Am I missing a subject?
Yeah.
Whatever. It had a book.
What is that subject? Social studies?
Oh, yeah, history,
Yeah.
social studies. That was huge.
Yeah, they're all big. What's that, like 5 books, 6 books already?
Yes.
6 big textbooks. You can't fit them all in your backpack.
No.
Plus your notebooks.
Yeah, your binder
Yeah.
with paper, like your binder paper, all that stuff. Our planners. We had those planners that we had to keep track of too. So much stuff. And you're not supposed to lose those books.
No, you'll get in trouble.
You get in trouble.
You have to pay for it.
And they're expensive.
And then you have to fucking run a mile in your jeans.
I was going to say that. Explain the PE.
Oh my God. So PE, whenever you have it, it's always a fucking inconvenience. No matter what period you're whatever.
Yeah.
You're in your school clothes. They don't provide you, at least without the middle school that we went to, they don't provide you with PE clothes. Like nor if you brought your own, like, I don't know anyone that brought their own stuff. Like, no one's going to bring a change of clothes.
We didn't have anywhere to put it. So while you're carrying your textbook and all that stuff, okay, throw in some other change of shoes and clothes in that bag too.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to do that. And we didn't have locker rooms. So were you going to go change in the bathroom stall?
Yeah, ew.
No. Those bathrooms were disgusting.
They were disgusting. There were, what, like 12, 13-year-old kids, just like adolescent disgusting. It
just smells like puberty in there.
And then you're having to run this mile that you get so like disgraced for if you didn't do it like under 6 minutes.
In jeans.
That's how I felt. Like, they would like make you feel a certain way if you didn't finish it at a certain time.
Oh yeah, they shamed you.
Yeah. And then you'd go to class afterwards and you're sweaty and you're gross.
Yes, and you're running, like, I'd be running in my Adidas shell top shoes or skateboarding shoes, running a mile in jeans. And if you had PE later in the day, good luck, because it is, come summertime,
oh, it's so
110
hot.
degrees and you're running in jeans.
In Yuba City.
In Yuba City. And I remember they started this new thing towards, I feel like I was in either 7th grade or 8th grade, where we would get tickets. Like, okay, first lap, and then it was like a green ticket. And then second lap, you had to turn that in so that they kept track of your mile.
They probably did that with me. I don't remember. I think that's like why I hate to run.
Me too.
I fucking hate running.
I hate it too.
I think it's like, just, I don't mind working out. I like to work out, but running is like torture.
I feel like we were introduced to it the wrong way.
We were.
It was like abuse.
Yeah, it's like punishment. It's like, for what? We didn't do anything.
I think in 7th grade, I think I got a C in PE.
Yeah.
And I feel like I remember one of my sisters was like, how do you get a C in PE? Like, that's the class that you should just automatically get an A. And I was just like, not the way they do it here.
No.
Like, sorry, ridiculous. I didn't finish the mile in 7 minutes in my freaking jeans.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Yeah. It was bad.
What
oh, and then on top of that, so we had to carry all of our stuff. Then there was the trend of the rolling backpack. Do you remember that? And then there was a trend of shaming people with the rolling backpack. Like, it was embarrassing. But I was just like, oh my God, if I could just put this in a rolling backpack and not get shamed, my back would feel so much better. Like, I would have.
I think I got a rolling backpack, but I never took it to school because I was like embarrassed to use it.
I was so embarrassed. I'm like, why is this? Can this just be normal?
I know.
Can you guys just be okay with this? Because this social studies book is so huge. And it is hot.
Yeah. You don't want that heavy ass backpack on your back. It's hot. You're sweating.
I don't know how we got on this subject, but oh my God, that was just very traumatic.
People have to have like felt the same way, especially like where we went to school, or were they just fine with it?
I don't know. That's a lot to put on a student, I think.
Yeah, and then like just that on top of like that age of like, you know, getting into like like your own sexuality, or you know, whatever, like growing up and like
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. You're so confused at that point.
It's like, and I can't do anything with as far as like your style.
You have no money. You don't like, you can't work. You're like stuck.
Yes. But yeah, we had to carry all that stuff. I just remember all those books and yeah, my back being really messed up.
I'm sure that's why our like that's like
it's
3 years of
straight.
3 years of just every day of carrying that.
Oh, and then I remember I got to high school and I was like, oh, thank God there's lockers. Like, I was so excited to have a locker so I don't have to carry all the books. And then it was the orientation when I had the mosquito bite on the eye. And it was, so we are all out of lockers.
Oh my God.
And I thought, oh no, not again. No. Swollen eye, panic attack. Like, I am not doing this again. And this school is even bigger than the last one. I'm not going to carry all that. I remember I had to share a shared locker. So my friend had found someone to share her locker with, who was older.
Oh,
so I had to share
3 people sharing that locker?
3.
How did you guys do that? You did that whole freshman year?
I feel like I did it a few months of freshman year, and then finally I thought, some of these kids probably, you know, dropped out. Some of them probably are
moved or whatever.
I thought, I'm going to go into I think it was the library. I'm going to go into the library and I'm going to ask if there's a locker availability. And there was.
Yes.
I got in the science hall and I was just like, yes.
Science hall was not a bad hall to have your locker in.
No, and I felt like because it went by priority or seniority. So I was with the older kids. Where they're a little bit more mature. I mean, it's still high school.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is the best locker. And I had it all to myself. That's
right, because like when you started, it was still like, I'm sorry, we're being kind of, I'm going to be very specific about like where we went to school, but like there was only one high school when you started in Yuba City.
Yes.
So all of the kids had to go to
one high school.
One high school. That's why it was way overcrowded. That's why things weren't available.
I feel like my class of 2007 had almost 800 kids. Like 700 something kids, which I think is a lot.
Yeah.
Because when I talk to other people about their classes, I feel like it's like 300.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
because there's more high schools.
Yeah. And I have to explain, no, you don't understand. Yes, we're quote unquote small town,
There's a lot of
but
people here,
there's a
though.
lot of people there. And we had people coming in from the surrounding
Yeah.
towns too. One high school. I remember my graduation was so long. I remember one
Because
kid fainted because it's hot.
it's so hot.
Eh,
It's what, in June?
in June, 110-degree weather, wearing that non
Polyester freaking
yes
gown.
does not breathe, and you're
Yeah.
standing on the blacktop. It was bad.
Graduations are always like just miserably hot.
Yes, it's miserable for everyone, even the people watching it.
Yes.
I am in these hot metal bleachers with
The
the
sun is
sun
always just right at your
fully in my face
eyes for hours.
for hours. Yeah, no, high school was crazy in terms of just the crowd.
Yeah. Because when I started, that's when the other school came in.
So it was a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went when I got the old school.
You got the I think I got that the like freshman year, like original
A little
like
bit of the, yeah.
mhm.
Did it still have that senior walk?
Yeah, it still had that freshman year for me. And then that was it.
So in our quad, we used to have this little gated area. It was just like two sidewalks in like this little
Yeah, it was not
gated
impressive.
area. It had a rock, a big, large boulder rock that they called the senior rock that the seniors would paint. And
Mhm.
that whole area was called the senior walk. So, and it was just like, I feel like it was just an X of pavement
Yeah,
and
that's
like
it.
had grass around it and stuff, but, and the seniors would just hang out in there.
Mhm. That was
Weird.
it. Yeah.
Just hang out in the quad, smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
So
Were people smoking cigarettes when you were there?
I know the teachers were.
Yeah, I would see, especially the English teachers, they would stand like on
They just
the
go across the
sidewalk.
street.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if I did high school again, what that would be like
I've thought
now.
that. I know. I've thought that.
I think that I would have done it a little bit. I feel like how I was senior year, where I was very, I don't care and all over the place. I feel like I would have started that freshman year
Mm-hmm.
and just been like that all 4 years.
Yeah. I think the big just what held me back was like caring so much about what other people thought.
Yes.
That's really what held me back from like just, being.
Because people would make fun of you, us, like
Yeah.
people in general.
Yeah.
Like people made fun of people then.
Yeah, and you heard it. Like it wasn't
It's not oh, that's all in your head. They're not looking at you. No, they were.
Yeah,
And they'll
they're
tell
mean.
you. Like,
Yeah.
they will let you know what they're thinking.
I can't imagine. I mean, what is it like nowadays? Like, what is high school like?
I don't know. TikTok.
Are they all just in front of their phones dancing?
Are they nicer now?
I have a feeling, like, I want to think that they're nicer, but then I have a feeling that it's like maybe they're meaner.
Me too. I feel like I can, here's both ways I can think of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're nicer in a way where they're exposed to more at a younger age, where now they have like, I have anxiety, I have this, I have that. So now they all know to be more conscious of like
Mm.
I identify as this and I do whatever. And like they're a little bit more where my era's people still said faggot.
Yeah.
Anyway, or that's
Yeah.
so gay. So
Yeah.
there's that. So I feel like that could make them nicer. But then I feel like there's the effect of social media where it's like I could really put you on blast and I can make this thing go viral.
Yeah. It's like toxic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And record you and like all that. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. I can't like pinpoint where that it would land between those two things.
That
I
would
just
be me asking them like, so you guys nice now or
I mean, like, I don't hang around, obviously, like, with high school kids. I think I know, like, two in our family
yeah.
right now. Interesting.
Interesting era.
Yeah, very.
Well, what time is
It's
it?
so bright right here. What time is it? It's 11:52.
I don't know what time we started.
Hold on.
If anyone's still here with us,
Yeah, sorry.
um, what else is going on?
What else is going on? Um, Last weekend I went to the Bay Area Brewfest.
Oh, cool.
That was in the city, in the Presidio
How was
at
that?
Fort Mason. It was fun. I've never like been to anything like that before, but
So, what does that mean, Brewfest?
it is like a whole bunch of breweries that have there's so many B's in the sentence. There's a whole bunch of breweries that have booths at this like is it a convention? Is it a convention center now?
Yeah.
Fort Mason.
Mhm.
Okay. It was just like this big hall of just lined with brewery booths, and actually I
Local?
have local, and then there was that farmers one from over here from I think it's like I think they brew in Yuba City or Chico or something like that. Sierra Nevada was there.
Budweiser?
No, they're too big. But yeah,
That
it was
would
a
be
lot of
me.
Bay.
It would be like, oh, what do you got? It would. I feel like someone in our group would say like, leave it to Bobby to come all the way to like a specialty brew convention, like small business, and he got a Budweiser. He got a Budweiser that he brought from his house.
You come out buying Budweiser from the convention.
Yes, or I brought it from home. Like they didn't have any.
But yeah, you walk in, and then I actually have it. You get this little cup,
Oh, cool.
and then you just sample all the beer. And it was good. I got pretty buzzed there.
Well, yeah, I feel like those like signature.
They're
I'm
fucking
blanking on
strong,
the
some
word
of them.
specialty. I feel like they're really strong.
There were some that were like 12%, 8. It was like that's dangerous. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, because we used to have a book club meeting with one of our cousins, and it would be at this one brew house that's local. And I feel like I would just have one beer, and I would already like feel it like I'm having a strong cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You can't
I went there.
slam those.
No, you have to like, sip it, enjoy it, and you have to eat.
You have to eat, yeah.
I'm trying to think the bathroom situation there because I've been to that location. So
the lines were insane.
I bet
We didn't go to the bathroom until like it was almost over. But yeah, I was like, I gotta be mindful about my drinking because I do not want to wait in this long ass line.
Yeah. And you can't get in that line if it's a little bit too late of the you need to time
No.
your timing of the line.
Yeah, no, we timed it pretty well because like it wasn't like dire need to go to the bathroom, but we got in quick enough to like for it, we timed it good.
Good.
Yeah.
Brewfest.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Would you go back?
I would, yeah. There were good beers. And I think we were a little too late to get food because by the time we were like hungry, it was like, oh, we're all out of food. Like it was just food trucks.
Oh, yeah.
So we just ate later, but it was good. I liked it. It was a really nice day too. It was last Saturday. It was the sun was out. It was like a little warm, perfect.
It's really pretty when it's nice over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the water's not crazy. It's the view of like the Golden Gate
It's
Bridge.
gorgeous.
It's really pretty over there.
Mhm. The air is crisp a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like perfect beer drinking weather too.
Yeah. No, I like it over there. Um, what were the vendors saying when they're pouring you the beer? Like, we're from wherever, or like, what did they explain anything?
No, they just, it was just like, oh, hold on, the dogs are barking. Do you hear it?
I heard the doorbell.
Hold on.
I don't hear it though.
Okay. The vendors weren't saying anything. It was just like they had.
No, well, I'll just talk because I don't want to edit this.
Okay. Oh my God. Can I do anything without an interruption?
Uh, hey, I haven't had any sirens. So I've passed on the interruption to you. So now everyone do a shot when you hear a dog bark. But before I was the sirens. I went to that convention center before and it was I really like that area. There's this like Disney museum that's up there, but it's not Disney, it's like Walt Disney. You heard of
Oh,
that?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Kind of debating if I want to go to that.
It's a Disney, it's not Disney, but yeah, it's Walt Disney's museum about
Yes.
him. That would be
Yes.
kind of interesting.
Maybe I'll check that out. I'm also
Why not?
not I'm trying to be I'm trying to work my way into being into Disney stuff.
Mm,
I'm a little bit more Nickelodeon.
yeah, I get it. I like Disney stuff. I like
Yeah,
Disney. Yeah.
I like that. Well, now that I watched Tangled, it started to get the like I need to watch more Disney movies,
Mhm.
and I do love Hercules
That's right.
and Up.
Up is. Do you watch that like not often, but like once a year maybe?
I I think for a while I was kind of watching it more frequently. Like during lockdown,
Hmm.
I was watching it like every few months.
Hmm.
You're shaking your head.
I'm sorry. It's crazy.
Okay, put it on mute and then I'll talk. Well, it's just us now. So, um I don't really have any other plans for the rest of the weekend. Today was my like waking up early, being productive, did the haircut, did the bank. Um, I do want to tackle doing this room. I am getting very tired of looking at this tote that has been kind of a
Jesus
permanent
Christ.
fixture in the back. I'm updating them on what I'm doing this weekend. And so I'm going to try to at least clean up this back room behind me, and then hopefully provide an update on that next week. Any big weekend plans?
For me,
Yeah.
not really. Cleaning, organizing. There's a Target trip that needs to happen this weekend. Need to get like bathroom stuff and
Toiletries.
yeah. And what else? I really want to clean out my car.
So we're
I
gonna
don't know.
clean.
Yeah, I don't know. I like cleaning my car out. It like you know how like after you clean your bathroom, it like you feel like less stressed.
Yes.
That's how I feel about my car.
And like when you first get into the bathroom or into your car, and it's like, oh wow, it's clean in here.
I love it.
But that's all for me. I was gonna kind of like, I feel like we hit our time.
Yeah.
So I was wrapping it up.
Okay. Sorry about all the background noise. There was a ADT person trying to sell us security, home security. My dogs go crazy. So
That is your security. Well, thank you everyone for listening and hopefully watching. I test recorded this before we started, so hopefully it did capture this video. And if not, then, well,
sorry.
we're just a podcast again.
Yeah.
So, that's all we have for you this week. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. If you want to join the discussion, you can always email us at cousindiscussionpodcast@gmail.com.
Or comment below.
Yeah, oh yeah, and comment below on
just thought of
YouTube
that.
at Cousin Discussion.
Yep. And like us, follow us subscribe to us on Spotify, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
And we will see you all next week. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Have a good weekend. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.